Hello, gentlemen. If I could tell you one specific word that describes this commentary today, it would definitely be Dangerzone? Okay, I think that's two words, but anyways, as some of you may know, and some of you probably don't know, I call this specific map, Port Valdez, the danger zone for a variety of reasons, so allow me to enlighten you as to what those reasons are. Alright, number one, it has constant danger, obviously embodying the danger zone, but you just can't deny that this specific map has a highway on it, and when you think of the coupling or single word highway, you have to think of Highway to the Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins. You know that song, Danger Zone? You know what I'm talking about from Top Gun, that movie with Tom Cruise in the 90s with that other co-pilot who nobody knows his name. But I just have to call this map the Danger Zone. It's just so fitting and it's so perfect. But beyond Danger Zone, I always feel sort of uncomfortable in the beginning of my commentary just because I feel as if I need some kind of an icebreaker. Actually, if you guys really wanted me to, I could just speak German every day just to break the ice and kind of soothe you guys into the commentary. I could just say, Hallo ihr alle, ich heiße die russische Dachs und meine Frosch hat alle meine Eis gegessen. And that roughly means, hello everyone, my name is the Russian Badger and my frog has eaten all of my ice cream. Now, obviously I won't be saying that every day, and obviously that's quite asinine and utterly absurd because my frog didn't eat any of my ice cream and I also don't own a frog. But hopefully you guys wouldn't mind every day if I just broke you guys in. It's not the correct term. If I just broke the ice of the day of the commentary with a little bit of German for you. I can also speak Russian, a little bit of Russian. I'm a lot better in German than I am in Russian. But the one statement that you're definitely going to want to learn in Russian is "У меня пропал бумажник," which actually means my wallet has suddenly disappeared. And you're definitely going to want to know that if you're traveling somewhere around Moscow or St. Petersburg. Definitely going to be a statement that you want to know. And or in German and Russian, of course, you're going to want to know "call the police," and in German it's "rufen Sie die Polizei," or Russian is weird. It's "Вызовите милицию." It's not pretty in Russian. Russian's not pretty ever. And since we are in the danger zone, I thought I would just take this little opportunity to take a break from the gameplay. I know I always describe my gameplay, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an idea as to why I named myself the Russian Badger. And I know a lot of you guys are puzzled by it. A lot of you are curious, and I might as well just tell you now. Okay, first of all, when I was sitting there on PSN and I was waiting to make my gamer tag, I was like, this process of making a gamer tag is so incredibly tough and so incredibly difficult. I would just describe it as tough. I would leave it at that. And then I thought, okay, what is the toughest thing that I can think of? Okay, it's like, okay, an animal, and if it's Russian, it's instantly tougher, right? It was either Russian or Canadian. But I just picked a Russian, and then I thought, what kind of animal would describe something that's very, very tough? And actually, my dog was sitting beside me. And I have a dog that is a miniature dachshund. And a miniature dachshund is essentially a miniature wiener dog. So picture a regular wiener dog times 2 smaller. It's extremely little. Her name is Bella, and I actually call her Bella the Badger because if you actually dissect the word dachshund, it's actually a German word, and it actually ties into my gamer tag. Just hopefully you can follow me here, but the German word dachshund is actually pronounced dachshund, and dachs is badger, and hund is dog or hound. So actually dachshund or dachshund actually means badger hound in German. So I thought, why not name myself after the little dog that's sitting beside me, being my loyal companion. And so that is how the Russian Badger was born, because my dog's name is Badger Hound, or that's her actual breed, so why not call myself the Russian Badger? Because the whole process of naming yourself, it's just tough. So I thought, what's the toughest thing that I can think of? Why not go with the Russian Badger? The stars aligned, and it worked quite well. Hopefully, you guys aren't by any means angered or somewhat angry at me for explaining something that's not the gameplay, but without further ado, we're already 4 minutes into the commentary. I will start describing the gameplay now. Thank you for tolerating my small little tangent of explaining myself and my little language dilemma. It's not even a dilemma, but you guys know what I mean, okay? I'm done breaking the ice 4/10 of the way through the video. Okay, so here you can obviously see that the objective has been armed and it's about to explode, and I just did not decide to go in because obviously if I go straight in, I'm just going to get blasted by that tank, obviously. So I thought, why not just sit out and wait for anybody that comes out of the tank, because it was fairly imminent that we were going to lose that objective. So that worked okay for me, but something that I learned about the M4, not the M14, excuse me, I misspoke. The M4 is that you don't really want to spray with it like an LMG. Just because when it's an assault rifle like this and you got multiple enemies, you want to take one out, go to the next one, go to the next one. You don't really want to, you know, kind of spray back and forth like a wave type pattern. Hopefully you know what I mean. Instead of going waving back and forth with your rifle, you take one, you take the next, you take the next. And that worked okay for me in this situation, but obviously I got outgunned by a submachine gun. And I actually picked up a medic kit after a medic died. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. Whenever a medic dies, you can pick up his kit and then revive him, and he gets, although you do switch kits imminently, it's good to keep your teammates alive. And you can see how much I fail with an LMG. I'm not really good on the burst, but I do get a few guys here. And obviously I'm outgunned with an assault rifle. Well, I'm not specifically outgunned with an assault rifle. I am coming up here, but I'm just not technically sound with an LMG. Obviously you guys see that I play a lot of assault, and actually I play only assault. I've maxed out my other classes except for medic. The medic is just something that I don't really like playing with that much, just because the LMGs aren't really suited to my kind of handling of a weapon. But by all means, if you guys really want to see a different kind of class, like if you would like to see me play recon or an engineer or even medic, I would even bite the bullet and play some good old nurse for you if you really want me to. But I'm really open to your suggestions, and please let me know if you'd like me to use a specific weapon or a certain class. And obviously you guys can see right now that I'm using the M4. I've been using the M4 for the past couple videos. Watch me go up and get this trickster up here. Good hip fire, you gotta admit. But that's kind of the way that I move through the assault rifles. I already have the Abacon Platinum Star and the XM8 Platinum Star, and guys, believe me, I'm by no means bragging. And feel free to leave a hate comment if you think that I'm bragging, because I'm really not intending to. But I have a Platinum Star with the XM8 and the Abacon, and that's kind of how I like to move through my assault rifles. I like to use one for an extended period of time until I get a Platinum Star. I really like to get used to one specific rifle, get really technically sound with it, and then move on to the next one. And that's basically how I'm moving through the assault rifles. And I know it's going to be a little bit tough when I move on to the F2000, if I ever do, but hopefully that won't be too much of a burden on my gameplay. And I think I've told you once before how much I love the M4. It's not exactly the Abacon. Obviously, I'm not going to go on a rant about the Abacon. You guys know that I used the Abacon for the longest time. I have no room to speak, but it is, I realize in hindsight, oh, look at these bush monsters. You can't see me, I'm a bush. I'm a bush monster. Don't look at me, I'm a bush. I love bush monsters. You guys all know that I do, but for the Abacon, I didn't realize how overpowered it was when I was using it, and I'm really not a big fan of people that just use easy buttons or weapons that give them a great advantage. But by all means, I am quite proud of DICE that they don't have too many really hot button guns that are just severely overpowered where it's game breaking. That used to be the issue with the M60, but it's been toned down quite a bit. But for the most part, I find the weapons to be very balanced. And I have to mention something here. My squad mate, that was a superhero disarm. I don't know if you guys saw that, if you want to rewind the video, but that tank was coming around the bend, and it went for another guy, another enemy, or excuse me, another teammate instead of the guy that was disarming the objective. And I take my hat off to you, sir, whoever disarmed that objective, because that was very close to detonating, and if he would not have gotten it, we would have been toast. And this was very close, obviously, just because we were on the final objective. I do believe that they get B and then A is the only one remaining. And we do polish them off here, which I'm very, very glad about. And I was really happy with our team just because a lot of them, actually what happened was, I believe a lot of our team was quitting for some reason around the second to last objective, and I do get the last kill happily, but the guys that stuck together and forked it out, they really did quite a good job, and I'm very, very proud of the men that I played with in my squad and in my team. But the KDR is 39-11 if you really want to know, which is unimportant, but I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.